director Zack Snyder, who of course originally cast Ezra Miller as the Flash, which was a controversial decision at the time, and it's now proven to be a very controversial decision, addresses the whole Flash situation and Ezra Miller, and praises the film and the actor. You know those topics that you just don't want to talk about, but you know that if you don't talk about them, the comments are going to fill up with, hey, why aren't you talking about this? And then you're going to get a bunch of messages and emails. Yeah, this is one of those. I knew it was going to happen, and I held off talking about it or recording a video for like 2 days, and sure enough, let's talk about it. So yeah, recently, Zack Snyder was talking to The Hollywood Reporter, and he was asked about watching The Flash, whether he did see it or not, what he thought about it, and the whole Ezra Miller situation. He says they did great, obviously referring to Ezra Miller as the Flash. And he says that Ezra was stellar in this for getting to play different versions of themselves as Flash. Obviously, multiple versions in the film. I assume you've seen the film, so you know what I'm talking about. And he said that the film was good. So what else was he going to say? He cast Ezra in the role. Was he going to be like, no, terrible choice for Flash. Wow, he did such a terrible job. I hated it. Of course not. Out of all the actors that were auditioning, which in recent years we've learned plenty of them, probably could have been better, but Ezra Miller was the choice and that's what we got. So he's going to back up his choice. What about him saying that the film was great? Okay. But what do you want me to say? What is there for me to say about this? Everybody has an opinion. You can love Thor: Love and Thunder. I can hate it. You can love The Flash. I can be all right with it. You can hate Blue Beetle. I can place it as my number 2 film this year in terms of comic book films, right? You could go out there and say Shazam 2 was the greatest comic book film of all time. The real Captain Marvel is here to save the day. Okay. That's fine. He's obviously going to stand by Ezra, right? And The Flash, and that movie. He doesn't want to burn any more bridges, and these are the final remnants of a universe that he built. What's he going to do? Slam it? Especially since he was credited because he did come up with a lot of the ideas for Flash in this universe that they had to use. He's not going to throw his own creation under the bus. Like, that's just not going to happen. So there you go. I addressed this entire stupid situation. He supports actors that he has worked with. Wow, a shocker.